Hi, I'm Dan McCarthy, Managing Broker, Remax Crest in Burnaby. A realtor in my office approached me and said they were thinking of expanding their business to start doing some commercial real estate. We spoke and I reviewed a few things, and commercial real estate is effectively quite a bit different than residential. You have the three main areas of commercial real estate. Number one, you can have retail. Number two, commercial. And number three, industrial. They're all quite different, so there's things you have to know. When you're looking at making an offer, you'll have an offer to lease, which often is a complementary document that goes into the lease. You're going to have to review both of them. As I mentioned earlier, in a retail lease, there may be percentage of the sales are paid to the landlord on top of the rent. Commercial, the additional rent for your operating expenses in an office tower, they can easily be over $15 a square foot to $20 a square foot in addition to your base rent. Base rent is the rent that is paid to the landlord, the additional rent being the operating expenses for the building. You may wish to talk to the leasing agent and determine what's involved in an operating expense. Is the repair of an air conditioning system an operating expense? But is the replacement of a cooling tower on the roof a capital expenditure which the landlord is responsible for paying for and is not an operating expense? When you're entering into a lease, there will be negotiations, obviously, and some of the factors that are going to enter into it are, will there be a free rent negotiated? Will that be only base rent? Was there a tenant improvement allowance? The landlord may also ask for financial statements to review your credit score, etc., to see if that you're a fit for their complex. If you're preparing a lease and the business is new or has limited financials, remember that the landlord can ask for a personal guarantee of the lease, even though you may have entered into it as a limited company. So be aware of that and the consequences. With an industrial product, you'll typically get so many parking stalls assigned to your unit based on usually a square foot ratio. Commercial, you could be paying $150 a month for a parking stall in downtown Vancouver. Make sure you know about that. So you've decided you want to take a look at doing commercial real estate. You're going to have to develop a skill set. You're going to have to know about the leasing process. You're going to have to take a look at city bylaws, zoning. You'll have to learn how to read blueprints and construction costs. If you're going to do commercial, you're going to be invested yourself personally for professional development and education. And also remember, there's a standard of expertise that you're expected to have. So if you're only going to be doing one lease every 5 years, you may be better off to refer it to an associate that does this full time, or you might want to shadow them in the sense for learning how the business works. At Remax Crest Masters, we have ongoing seminars and webinars on commercial real estate and land assemblies. I would suggest this would be a great first step. Take some of these courses, see what you think. Think if your personal skill set would be a good fit for the commercial real estate, and take it from there. Good luck.